Hello everyone and welcome to the Mortal Kombat lore Q&A. I know it's been almost a year since I've made another episode for this series, but alas, we have returned and I cannot wait to get started. So, if you'd like to see this series continue, make sure to drop me a big thumbs up on this video, and even though it's been a long time, the rules are just the same. I answer 5 questions per episode, and if you have any lore or story related question that you would like to see answered in the series, just leave your question in the comments below. Timestamps are in the description as always. With that being said, let's get started with the first question. And the first question we have comes from the interesting name of Aggressive Master Baiter, who asks, if every realm got assigned a god or protector, then why is Earthrealm the only one with protectors, Raiden and Fujin? Thank you for the question. I know a lot of people have asked similar questions like, does every realm have a protector god? Is there multiple gods in different realms? And if so, who are they? So to answer your question, Raiden and Fujin are not the only ones we know, and Fujin technically isn't a protector god. Like, yes, he protects Earthrealm, but technically he's just a god or wind god that is from Earthrealm. In Outworld's case, Shao Kahn used to be its protector god before he renounced that role to kill Onaga and take the throne for himself. This was revealed first in Deception when you talk to one of the NPCs in Conquest mode.
Never indeed. He is a thief, a deceiver. He is not the rightful lord of this realm. There was a time when he was much like Raiden is to your Earthrealm, an advisor, but he abandoned his position and stole our world for himself.
And to back this up more, on the back of the box for Shao Kahn's Storm Collectibles figure, the bio references the fact that he was Outworld's protector god. In Armageddon, it was revealed that Argus was the protector god for the realm of Edenia, and it is also suggested that the Netherrealm also had a protector god before Shinnok came down from the heavens, and that god was Lucifer. One of the NPCs in Deception as well revealed that Lucifer was once the custodian of the Netherrealm, much like Raiden is to Earthrealm. As for the other realms, we actually don't even know, and as of recently in Mortal Kombat 11, Fire God Liu Kang is now the current protector of Earthrealm. Yes, we don't know every realm's protector god, but we do know that they are out there. Question number 2 comes from Umbra Magnus, who asks, when Raiden dies, does he just die, or is it just his body? Thank you for the question. I love it so much because as a kid, I asked this question myself. So the answer is actually going to address 2 things in one, because when you are asking what happens when Raiden dies, you are also asking what happens to the gods when they die. And this is a very simple answer. In Deception's Conquest mode, one of the NPCs that speaks in reverse reveals the answer when you decode the audio.
The gods do not truly die, they merely dissipate until they can be reformed.
So there you have it. There's the simple answer. But in Fujin's bio in Armageddon, it goes into more detail, where it basically says when Raiden blew himself up in Deception, basically killing himself, his energies would have reformed him back in Earthrealm, and his past memories would have been erased. So if Fujin's bio is anything to go by, I would assume the same could be said about other gods and their deaths. That is of course excluding elder gods, because Shinnok is an elder god and cannot be killed, so currently he's just a lone head. Moving on to question number 3 from Vaz Alberto, who asks, why is Shao Kahn monster-like in Mortal Kombat 11? I mean, his arms are not the same as MK9. Thank you for the question, and I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant here because this is one of the problems that the art team doesn't understand, and that is when you make a dumb change like this, you are going to get people like Vaz confused as hell. Now, I'm not calling you dumb, Vaz. It's not your fault. It's the art team that is making these decisions that is messing with your head. And to get to your answer straight and quick, there is no lore explanation as to why he looks like a monster with his arms. It's simply an art style change from a certain artist's vision. Now, if you're talking about his face, Shao Kahn always looked like that. Shao Kahn always kind of looked a little bit monster-like. Now, I remember when Shao Kahn was revealed for MK11, this is one of the first things everyone noticed, and I remember so many people being like, why the hell do his arms look like that? And one of the theories that I just never bought into was that he was merged with Onaga or some dumb stuff like that that didn't even end up happening, and it just looks like the art team for MK11 thought that Shao Kahn was part dragon, and his design in MK11 kind of reflects that. And as a fact checker, that is absolutely false. He is not a dragon. Nowhere in the games does it claim that Shao Kahn is part dragon. Remember guys, Shao Kahn was once the protector of Outworld, so that means he is a god, and that is his species. This is further told yet again by another NPC in Deception's Conquest mode.
Shao Kahn, Lucifer, and Raiden are of the same race of beings.
So that's basically the answer. The change is nothing more than an artist's creative choice, and that has no lore to it. Alrighty, question number 4 comes to us from I'm Dead Inside, who asks, how did Kenshi become blind and who created Sento? Thank you for the question. So the answer here is stated in Kenshi's alternate bio in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. And the story goes that Shang Tsung knew about Kenshi's ancestors and how powerful they were, and he wanted their souls for himself. And to quote Kenshi's bio, it says that he tricked the unknowing Kenshi into releasing them from their tomb, an act of which left him blinded. And that's pretty much it. Now, for visual reference, the concept art from Deadly Alliance, or the Deadly Alliance Krypt, shows a little bit more detail on how that went down. So this was the first of what we knew about this question. However, MK9 goes into greater detail for that bio in a story trailer for Kenshi in MK9.
Kenshi, a proud swordsman, was promised the legendary Sento sword by a strange old man who was actually Shang Tsung in disguise. When he took the sword, Kenshi also released ancient warrior spirits that were all consumed by Shang Tsung. He was then left to die in the dark. Blind but alive, Kenshi was guided out of the tomb by the mystical sword.
So, I know it doesn't explain who created Sento or what created Sento, but that's because we actually don't know. The only thing that we do know is that it has been buried in a tomb for hundreds of years, and it contains the souls of Kenshi's ancestors. And finally, question number 5, the most important one of them all, comes from Kizuato, sorry if I mispronounced that, who asks, who is the Krypt guy in MK11? Now, I know a lot of people would like to think he is nobody, he's a guy who you just play as, and that's it. And for the majority of that, you are actually right. I mean, he's nothing of any sort of importance, but there actually is an answer to this question that relates to something in the lore, and this character is called the Descendant of Apep. In a Mortal Kombat 11 patch, the patch notes named the character that we play as in the Krypt as the Descendant of Apep. So, if you guys don't know who Apep is the little boy you first talked to in the Mortal Kombat Deception Conquest mode. He is a friend of Shujinko and a student of Borai Cho. Other than that, that's all we know about Apep, other than we can play as his descendant in Mortal Kombat 11 in the Krypt. We have come to the end of this episode for the Mortal Kombat lore Q&A series. I hope you all have learned something new about the Mortal Kombat story, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, and once again, if you have a question you want featured in a video, just leave it in the comments below. Thank you all so much for your support. I will see you all very soon.